let's move on to watch this, boys.
There's a lot to talk about.
We've been I see there's a big list here. I've been watching a show that neither of you are probably going to watch, but it's very good, and it's called Mare of Easttown, and it's on HBO.
Is that the Kate Winslet show?
It is.
I was interested in it. My concern is that it's more drama, less mystery, when I would want more mystery, less drama.
No, it's actually a good mystery. It's a good drama, and it's actually very well written and has funny parts too, which it's surprisingly, I've laughed out loud a couple times and I was not expecting to do so.
Kate Winslet is known for doing good work. So.
She's very good in this. She's crazy good. And Guy Pearce is in this. I
like him too.
Yeah, I would recommend it for sure. We've watched all the episodes. There's 3 episodes out right now. It's like a murder mystery in a small town in rural Pennsylvania. I'm assuming that's Pennsylvania because the guy was wearing a Flyer shirt. But it's pretty cool, like that small town cop thing, like detective thing. I think you would enjoy it.
Okay.
Check it out.
You know what else is on HBO that you should watch?
What?
Tenet.
Should I?
Yes.
You should only watch that in a theater.
You know what? I watched it at home. You know how I watched it though, GP? This is how I recommend it. I'm jumping ahead a little bit.
Yes.
I use my Xbox headphones with better sound. So you watch it with headphones on.
With Atmos, Dolby Atmos?
Yes. I watched it with the Dolby Atmos and the headphones. And I think that may have helped me enjoy that movie a little bit more. Because there's a lot of there's good sound design in there going on. It also has a lot of practical special effects. You know, they went out of their way to do practical special effects as much as they can. It won the Oscar for special effects. And there's some pretty cool. Yeah, exactly. They beat out Sonic. So there's a lot of cool car chase stuff in that movie. And I can't explain the plot because if I did, I don't think I could make it make sense.
Was there a tournament?
There is 3 tournaments.
Okay.
Yeah, 3 tournaments. But I really liked it. I really liked Tenet. I know a lot of people didn't like it.
You're saying you could understand the plot of Tenet, but not Mortal Kombat? Is that what you're saying?
I think so, yeah.
Is that what you're here to say?
Yeah, uh-huh.
Seems unlikely.
No, I understood the plot of Mortal Kombat. I just didn't care. There's a difference.
And you understood what was going on in this one? Because this has got a lot of out of sequence stuff, doesn't it? And I thought that throws you.
We went through this last
I
week.
know.
I don't like out of sequence in documentaries. That's the rule.
On Thursdays.
Yeah. Out of sequence in a film doesn't bother me if it works for the film. This, and how do I say this in a way? It's not, I don't want to say anything in case you watch it.
Okay, I'll watch it at some point and we can discuss it later.
You should watch it, I think, and so should Chip.
Yes. Yeah, I'm not adverse to watching that movie.
It's a Christopher Nolan action movie.
I don't really like Christopher Nolan stuff, but I'm interested in this.
It's good. It stars Denzel Washington's son. How can you go wrong? So it's a good movie.
It's possible. There's not a lot of new movies to watch, and there hasn't been for a while, so I might give in.
This is a big, real movie.
Right.
That's relatively I liked it a lot.
I also want to watch Nobody.
I saw that. I saw Nobody.
How is it?
Oh yeah, look at that. It's right there. I wasn't even.
You weren't even segueing that? That's why it was so seamless.
Uh-huh.
I went to a movie theater and I watched Nobody.
How many people were there? Nobody. You're supposed to say nobody.
Nope. It was indicative of the film. It was there were 4 other people in the theater besides me and Mrs. Shipwreck. We each had you each got a row of seats, and then there was a separate row in between the rows.
It should always be that way. I never want to go to a movie and sit next to people again. Not just because of the germs and stuff, just because people are annoying. Anyway, how was the movie?
It's a fun movie. If you like John Wick style movies,
yes.
That's a lot what Nobody is. It's a little bit towards the end, it gets a little bit hammier, I would say, than the John Wick films do. There's a little bit more like jokiness to it. But it's an enjoyable, it's only like an hour and a half long too. So Perfect. It's an easy to follow plot.
Punching.
There's a lot of punching. There's a lots of guns. Like there are a lot of guns in this movie. So I don't know. It's a fun action movie.
I'm gonna check it out.
Yeah,
I'm sure I'll watch that at some point in my lifetime.
What else we got here?
This is a Netflix one, and it's a shame because I think the Shipwreck family would really, really, really like it.
Yep.
And that's the Mitchells versus the Machines. That's the new Miller Lord movie, the guys who made Into the Spider-Verse and Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs and the Lego movies. And the writer of the movie was one of the story editors on Gravity Falls. So it does have this kind of sensibility of those three guys, in this one movie. It's really funny. The animation is spectacular. We watched it, the whole family, and we all loved it. It's really a great movie. I will probably watch that again.
I don't want to. I heard it's sad though.
It's not sad at all.
Are you sure?
Yes.
My Twitter feed said like I laughed and I cried a lot. I
could see people crying because it's, there's emotion to it.
Okay, happy sad.
Yeah, but not like, oh my God, it's not depressing. Yeah, okay. Heartwarming is a good word.
Heartwarming. Okay, I guess. Sometimes I don't like that either though. I feel like it's like they're cheating. I feel like these movies take liberties with my emotions. I don't like it.
They do a good job with this, and the movie is very dialed to 11. Everything is very heightened. It's very funny. It has that mixed, the mixed animation styles like Spider-Verse has. It's a lot of fun. And
Eric Andre is in it, right?
Eric Andre is in it. He's good.
Right. Let me get there.
I think your family would like it too.
Sure. Yeah. We like things.
I know. The Shipwreck family would very much like it.
We'll watch it. We'll just wait until it comes out on Blu-ray, and then we're good to go. No rush.
Right. Exactly.
We speaking of that, a HBO Max exclusive came out on Blu-ray, so we watched that. Earwig and the Witch. This is the Studio Ghibli.
Oh yes.
Their first foray into 3D CGI animation. Not a winner, I wouldn't say.
The visual style did not capture my imagination when I first saw it, so I haven't watched it.
Yeah, I like the visual style enough. It's really and we liked watching it. Like it's just all of the Studio Ghibli movies have kind of it's non-American style storytelling, right? So it goes in ways that it's like that's kind of a strange beat here. So what I would say about the kind of plot path of this movie is like super big event chase scene. It's in the trailers, not a spoiler. There's like this big motorcycle chase scene at the beginning that it ends up with the young girl getting dropped off at an orphanage, right? So then the rest of the movie is about all of the things that happen before the end of the movie, which is really where traditionally an American movie would start, where this movie ends. Right. So it's like we have all of the stuff that like happened in between the parts that we would care about story-wise. Like that's what the movie is, which is a really strange thing.
Yeah, they're trying new things. They're trying the new 3D animation. They're going to mix up the way they tell the story a little bit just to throw you. Maybe you don't notice the 3D animation's a little wonky. There's a lot of, I guess, leave it up to your imagination why things happened.
So I don't know.
Right. I'm just going to watch Totoro again.
Well, they show him a lot, like before the movie starts.
Oh well,
like they're just gonna throw Totoro up there on everything they can, right?
Well, he's an icon.
He's their Mickey Mouse.
Yeah, pretty much. We started watching the series on Netflix, the anime Yasuke. That's the Black Samurai It's based on a historical, story about a slave who became a samurai and got his freedom. It was a real guy, and he like served under Nobunaga. But this story adds like magic and monsters and stuff. But it's really good. It's really like if
the magic and the monsters were real.
I don't think so because there's robots. There's robots. They have robots.
Can you prove that didn't happen?
Yes, because we still don't have robots like this.
Maybe they stop making. Maybe he stops that from happening. Like that's the reason why we don't have it anymore.
Anyway, I haven't finished it. I've watched maybe 4 episodes or so. But if you like Ninja Scroll, like classic movie like that, I think you're gonna like Yasuke. They did a pretty good job with it.
Okay.
But my guess is it would have been an interesting story if they just kept it like historically somewhat accurate and without the monsters, they could have probably made something pretty interesting. But all the monsters do make it more interesting. Jonathan writes in and he asks, which of the new Marvel movies that have recently had their release dates announced are you most looking forward to seeing? Because they had that teaser trailer Marvel put out with Black Widow and Eternals and
Spider-Man and Doctor Strange and
10 Rings and the Shang-Chi. I still don't know what that is. I got to be honest.
Shang-Chi.
I don't know what that is.
Shang-Chi is a person, not a that.
Oh, is that the guy on the train who's beating everybody up?
His name is Shang-Chi.
They didn't tell you that in the trailer.
He's the master of Kung Fu. He's the best hand-to-hand fighter in the Marvel Universe.
He's so young, though.
Well, maybe there's like more origin-y in this one.
Okay.
Where at the end of the movie, he's the best hand-to-hand fighter in the Marvel Universe.
Right. Got it. All right. Well, answer this guy's question.
They always tell the origin story when we're talking about Shang-Chi.
Are we always talking about Shang-Chi?
Yeah, just all the time. Wombat acts like anybody knows who this guy is. Nobody knows who this guy is.
I mean, you know what it is? I expect you to know who he is.
I don't know who this guy is.
That surprises me.
It doesn't surprise me.
He hangs out with Spider-Man.
I don't keep track of everybody.
Spider-Man
has hung out with everybody in the Marvel Universe. I don't know if you know this, Wombat.
I bet Spider-Man has Shang-Chi in his
phone. There's the cover where Spider-Man is swinging in. Like, I got to go save this comic franchise. Here comes Spider-Man.
Uh-huh.
Right. That's why he came to Transformers. They knew they needed him within the 3rd comic.
Yep.
Yeah. So I'm interested in that movie, but it's more that I have no idea of what it is going in, right? Like
same.
It's a similar to like Guardian situation. People didn't know those characters before that movie.
Right.
No, you're right. 100% right about Guardians. It's actually part of the reason why I'm excited for Eternals, because that's something that even I, the nerd I am, know very little about the Eternals.
Right. Yeah.
So I'm kind of curious to see if they could pull it off.
They just showed Kumail taking his sunglasses off. Like super ripped Kumail just taking that was it. That was like Eternals. Yeah, I don't know anything about that either. I don't know how to answer this guy's question though. Which one I don't know, whatever. I don't care. It's all the same. It's all the same.
It doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
It's different flavors of the same thing.
I know. I like that though.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Like
not Black Widow. The answer is not Black Widow.
Why? That could be good. They look like they could have some interesting characters in there.
I'm sure I'm going to enjoy it, but if we're talking about what I'm excited to see, it's everything else and then Black Widow, because
I'll go
that
see
story is just in a weird position in where the movies are at right now.
Because it takes place before Civil War or right after Civil War. It takes place before Endgame and Infinity War. So it takes place before all that nonsense. So it's sort of interesting. It's like, well, why are we telling this story now? What new information are we going to glean from this?
Right. Like if we went back 5-6 years and you told me there was a Black Widow movie coming, I would have been excited.
Mm-hmm.
Because she was an interesting character that was building up through everything. Now it's like, okay, they're going to force some stuff in there that's going to be related to stuff that's after Endgame. Like Shang-Chi is going to show up and just be like walking behind her in the background or something. And then like, oh, they linked this together. They really thought this through.
Trust. You have to trust in the system, Ship. They got it all planned out, spreadsheets and everything. Stage, different stages.
Some sort of Taskmaster will be a bigger deal than we think.
I don't know.
Taskmaster.
Task.
Not a fan of Taskmaster. Gotta say, not gonna put asses in seats.
He used to be a very cool villain, and I think the Avengers game, kind of ruined him.
The game that just came out.
That was it.
I like Taskmaster a lot, though.
He just copies people. He just copies people's moves.
No, he has the mutant ability to memorize people's moves. It is a superpower.
I'd rather have metal upgradable arms.
He just has to see someone do something once, and then he can do it.
Would you say that's different than what I just said he did?
Yeah, you made it sound like he's like, oh yeah, he just copies people. No, it's a superpower.
That copies people.
He's not just copying people. He's learning how to be a fighter. Like if he watches Shang Chi beat someone up, he then knows kung fu. It's pretty cool.
He's copying them.
Whatever.
You're simplifying it, Shipwreck. You're making it sound lame.
Yeah, don't oversimplify.
He has the mutant ability to copy people.
Exactly.
So, is that better?
That's better. I take it back.
So if he watched like a great table tennis player, he would be a great table tennis player.
Exactly.
That is a good power.
Exhausting.
In the comic books, he trained John Walker how to fight like Captain America.
Wait, why is it exhausting, Jeff?
Well, just because everything you're looking at, you're like, oh, I know how to do that now.
Like, I'm awesome. I'm awesome at table tennis. I guess I should go play table tennis and just like beat everybody, or be like a great athlete in every sport, I guess, because I can.
There is such a thing as really dumb superpowers, and that is a really dumb superpower.
I love dumb superpowers in comic books. The dumber the better. I'm kind of a fan.
Why would he become a criminal with that superpower? Because
he's not always a criminal.
Oh.
He's a for hire kind of guy. He's a mercenary.
Because he could be the star athlete in every sport. He could be Bo Jackson.
The U.S. government hired him to train John Walker how to fight like Captain America.
So he could be a star athlete in every sport and train people.
Yeah.
He could do a lot of stuff.
Yep. He makes money.
Why does John Walker need to fight like Captain America?
Because he's supposed to be Captain America. Like, if you're going to be Captain America, you got to know how to fight.
Got to do that move where you throw the shield and it bounces off the tree and then you catch it behind your back. Otherwise.
And John Walker's like, no one knows how to do that. Only Captain America knows how to do that. And Taskmaster walks out. He goes, hold right there.
Right.
Watch this. Ba-ding, ding, ding, ba-ding. And he's like, I'll teach you how to do that.
Right.
It's like, well, how do you do it? You just watch someone do it and then you know. That's what he said.
It doesn't seem like he'd be a very good teacher because he didn't have to go through the steps to learn anything.
No, he did not. I know. When you say it out loud, it's like, can he really teach though? I guess he has to watch someone teach it and then he could teach it.
Oh, good point.
Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What a dumb character.
But his costume's cool. He's got
his costume is cool. I'll give you that. His costume is awesome.
His costume is
He is the Boba Fett of the Marvel Universe.
He is the Boba Fett of the Marvel Universe. That is 100% true. I love it. I'm on board. I'm glad we came around on this as a team.
Perfect. You did it.
Mm-hmm.
Good job.
That's why we do this show.
Yes.
I hope he learns how to walk real sexy in Black Widow.
He's going to learn how to seduce people.
Yeah, just how to seduce people.